Hi guys, so we are going to experience a full moon in Aries soon in just a couple of days. On October 7th, there will be a full moon in Aries, and this full moon in Aries will be very emotional. The placement, the ruler placement is in Mars, so this position is very powerful. It's a very powerful channel of energy, so we might feel and experience this feeling of very fearless. We can experience being fearless and also very persistent to get what we want. You might also notice that people are so short-tempered and they react so quick on anything around you. You might feel that people do not even think about what they're doing, what they're saying. Especially it depends on the personal placement, how this full moon affects each person's chart. So it also can be very hard to keep the emotions and feelings inside. You can notice on the roads that there's a lot of people around you are racing, or the road might be more hectic. Since Aries and Mars is responsible for cars, driving, this could be very intense because the full moon is an intense energy. When we feel much stronger, we notice a lot more going on around us. So this might really affect any kind of transportation, hectic, I would not say delays, but more just hectic driver of other people that you might experience. And also for this, you must analyze your personal astrology chart just to know what's going on in your chart, what planets, what placement this full moon will affect. A good recommendation would be to obviously try to stay away from aggressive people and try to be calm and relaxed, knowing that these couple of days will be more energized and more intense than usual. Also, what can help is to spend some time near the water, near the ocean, a lake, or just burn candles and try to process the energy because it might feel very intense. A good recommendation would also be to do a heavy sport, like heavy lifting, a lot of sport, very like intense cardio, anything that can make you release the energy and just feel that there is less stress, because Mars is responsible for the sport and for like activities. So that would be very good for you to just exercise and spend time outside by the water, because water is making you feel more calm. And also it might be, for some people, it might be kind of hard to meditate because the energy of Aries doesn't like to sit still. Aries likes to be constantly moving, be constantly on the go, and constantly be doing something. This is not the sign to just sit still, and the full moon makes it more multiplied. On the good side, this is a time for lots of energy. Like, people can feel so energized and kind of like a battery. You can just be super efficient and you can be very productive at certain things that you're doing, that you can easily see what those things are in your chart. If you look at your chart, the area, the house that is in the sign of Aries, that's the one that's going to be affected, and that could also help you to realize how this full moon can affect your life. And next one, I'm just gonna say a couple of words about each sign, how each sign can be affected by this full moon. And Aries, for you, this full moon will be in your first house, and you can be so noticeable to other people. You can be seen, you can be so bright. People can just see you and notice you from the far. Your energy will be so magnetic. You will be very, very energized. Your whole personality can be very noticeable. You can drastically change your outfit, your style. You can change the way you look. You can change the way your hairstyle as well, because everything what is in the first house, it's all about our appearance, and people around you will feel your energy from the far. Taurus, for you this full moon will bring you a very amazing time of personal healing, deep healing. You might feel that your fears, your deep fears will come outside, but the good part about it, you can really fix it. You can fix it quick, and the Aries energy is the energy that is super quick, and you don't have to do so much. You'll spot on, like you will just use your intuition, and this full moon will just give you some healing time, or you can process certain traumatic experiences from the past, and this full moon can help you to release it. Gemini, for you the full moon will be in the 11th house, and it's a house of friends and sponsorship, powerful people who can help you with the advice or financially. So for you this full moon will be all about friends. You can be very open about what you feel, how you feel, what you think about the relationship with your friends or people you're in a very strong connection, like your sponsors. You can be very sincere about all your feelings, because the energy of Aries makes us almost like naked. It makes us very blunt and makes us very straightforward about everything we have on our mind. Cancer, the full moon will be in your 10th house, and this is a house of career and reputation. So this full moon, you have all the chances to have a promotion, to ask for a promotion, or to be very persistent about what you want to get in your career. You can make a lot to get to the highest level of your career. You can get the very good reputation by being very active and do a lot of things this full moon just to improve your situation. You will be very persistent. You will be very, I would say in a good way, aggressive, and you will be very energized. Everything, all this energy you will put towards your career and your job. Leo, for you the full moon will be in the 9th house, and this is a house of higher education and our spiritual leaders and teachers. So you might be in contact with somebody very important to you. You might just spend time listening to somebody who gives you very good advices, and you can learn from the best. So for you, this full moon will be very active in this area of literature, knowledge, and leadership, like spiritual leadership. But also on the psychological side of this, you might face your set beliefs that you have to change. There might be something from your past or something that is really deep down that you haven't even realized, something that is really not serving you anymore. So those beliefs you have a chance to really release it, work on it, and let it go. Virgo, for you this full moon will be in your 8th house of very deep psychological transformation or crisis or financial situations. So you might have a lot to go through this full moon. For you, this might be some challenging time that you have to overcome some fears, because 8th house is also can bring up some fears. And you might have to have a conversation with your partner about your finances, or this full moon will bring up some psychological resistance, something that is bothering you for a very long time, and this will just bring up very quick and very fast for you to just work on it and make it work so you feel free. Libra, for you this full moon is in your 7th house of partnership. So if you are in a relationship, be very careful the way you say, you think, what's on your mind, because there might be a chance you can spark a conflict, or you might say too much, or you might say too open. And sometimes, Libra is very diplomatic, and Libra is very careful about what they say and how they say it. So this full moon can actually make you a little bit more open and a little bit more pushy about the way how you feel in your relationship. Or also, on the other hand, this could just bring up the best in your relationship. You might just feel that your relationship is charging you the best way possible and you're very happy with it. You might just be doing something very amazing this time. This full moon, you can just go on an active trip or hiking or some sport activity, and you might realize this is what you want. Scorpio, for you this full moon will be in your 6th house, and this house is all about health and wellness and your job and your daily routine. So you might feel that you are bored with your routine and you want something new and something more energized and more interesting and more charging. Or you might also feel burnt out at work, so all you need to do is you have to find the way how to recharge, and this full moon then actually can recharge you, because this is a very powerful and energetic full moon. So if you have any troubles or issues at your workplace, you just have to take some time off, and you have to just find your own zen and find your peaceful place. And this could just be a new start for you, how you feel about your job. If you do it right, you might feel even more interested and more excited about everything about your job. Sagittarius, this is the moon. The full moon for you is in your 5th house, and it's a house of business. It's a house of kids. It's also a house of self-presentation. You can be very artistic. You can be showing off your talents. Or also, it's a house of romances and passion. So there might be something in your life right now that you're very passionate about. So this full moon can make you even more passionate about certain thing in your life. What's going on right now, it's personally for everyone. So if you have something that is really charging you with energy, just go with it. It's going to make you happy. This full moon can bring up something very important for you, or you can just feel very passionate about life or about your romantic relationship. So this full moon can be very active and very passionate and very interesting for you, Sagittarius. Capricorn, for you the full moon will be in the 4th house of family and family matters. So you might feel like if there is something you're not happy about, you will definitely say it. If there is some beliefs about your family, or let's say the way how your family traditions are set, and you did not like that, you will break it. The whole Aries energy is all about breaking the things that are not right. So you will fix it and you will make it right. The energy of Aries is very forward, is very open, is very active, is very blunt. You're not going to just sit there and wait. So whatever is not making you happy in your family home or in your family relationship, you will act on it. Aquarius, the full moon is in your 3rd house of communication. So you might feel tense in certain relationship, or you can just speak up what you think, and you can be very, very open about how you feel about certain people, and you can be just very open-minded about so many things, which actually Aquarius, you are very open-minded. Sometimes you can be a little bit aggressive in the conversations, but that's just because that thing is just sitting deep down and it's time for it to come out, and the energy of Aries will just bring it up. So all the cycles that we go through, they happen for us to transform. So if something is sitting deep down about certain relationship or certain connections or certain communication that's going to happen during this time, you will be very open about how you feel about it. Pisces, this full moon is in your second house on money and finances, financial situation, and your possessions. So this could be a breakthrough for you. You can do actions, you can do something that is gonna make you much higher in your financial position. You can get a bonuses, you can get more money, you can get money coming in, and also you can get certain things done right now in your life that will just level you up, since this full moon is very active and it brings up everything what we want really deep down. And also this full moon is the super full moon, which brings us results. You might get some really good results in your financial sector of your life, financial area. So your financial area will get much better after this full moon.